What? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Okay. Yeah.
Did you find out your mental disorder?
No, it hasn't loaded. Shut up. ADHD. I can deal with ADHD. That's easy. Would I like to treat it?
Yes, treat it.
It's ADHD. I can deal with ADHD. Why is it adding all those things?
Because you didn't treat it.
Oh,
Did you know dog spelled backwards is God? That's right, dear. You're such a clever little girl.
Kill your parents, Tracy.
Hey, look at my hands. Oh my god, what happened? I was doing the monkey bars. Well, are you okay? That looks kind of bad. Yeah, I'm good. Can you peel off my skin? Say less. I'm about to fork and knife it, put some sriracha on it, salt and pepper that shit. That is a gourmet meal and I am hungry.
If you like smoking weed, let me hear you say hell yeah.
I like you. Have a cupcake.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay.
LGBTQ plus, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm gay.
There he goes. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael. Cowabummer.
A human called me a possum. I am not a possum.
You frankincense. Thank you. And I brought you myrrh. Thank you.
I wonder if they only have chocolate and vanilla. Maybe they'll have butterscotch or tapioca. Focus! I gotta get rid of the body. Knees and toes, heads, shoulders. I'm going to be jolly cross with you in a minute. I think we've been given a duff one, Marjorie.
So turns out if you take a mood stabilizer and an SSRI and a sleeping pill at the same time, your personality doesn't exist.
You should raise the baby girl. I should have been a better son. If you could count on the infection, they can amputate it once. You should have been. I could have been a better son.
I have a bone to pick with all of you. No pun intended. All y'all talking about cat boy this, cat boy that. What about puppy boys? What about puppy boys? What about me, huh?
Dog collars and pretty much every flag so your dog can match.
I'm gonna tell her.
Quindi scusa mamma se sono sempre fuori, ma sono fuori di testa, ma diverso da loro, e tu sei fuori di testa.
Mom gonna see this and judge me?
Yeah, mamma mia.
Diamonds on me. My champagne poppy. Rocks on rocks.
I am very uncomfortable with the energy that we've created in the studio today.
Play with this kaleidoscope I got you at the airport.
What? A kaleidoscope? I'm not 5. Shapes and colors.
It's ours! Back off!
I'm the only one here with the technology to decode the files!
And we're the only ones here with the files to be decoded!
And I'm... I don't know!
There he goes. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael. Cowabummer.
The gang's all here.
Oh no, I'm leaving my rocks outside to charge them. I hope a cute boy does a lot of weed and dyes his hair all the time doesn't follow me in my house.
Our friendship goes beyond your average kind of bond. Because we're gay. No, not because we're gay. We're close. No.
Guys, I did it. I ended up on one of those basic girl Snapchat stories. I feel like accomplished. Like I have accomplished something. I saw you take the picture. I know what you look like and you're basic as hell. But if you have a problem with me, say something in person next time instead of posting it on your dry ass Snapchat story.
What?
Fuck you, my child is completely fine.
My legs are dangling off the edge. The bottom of the bottle is my only friend. I think I'll slip my wrist again and I'm gone, 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 gone.
Patch ideas that aren't basic part 2. True trans soul rebel. Decolonize. Keith Haring resist fist. Be vegan, eat cooch. Sisters, not just sisters. Girl crossed out.
Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It's just me.
In our home, we normalize normal things, and being in the LGBTQ plus community is absolutely normal. If they are in the LGBT community, they don't have to come out, they can just be. What I mean by that is if one of my kids is cishet, they would never need to announce that to me, right? There would never be a conversation of, Mom, I need to tell you something, I'm straight and I like boys. So why does it ever have to be a conversation? The love I have for my kids is unconditional, so who they love or their gender identity is never gonna change that. But how do we normalize it? Because just saying love is love isn't enough. One of the things I do is to talk about it when it naturally fits into conversation. How does the LGBTQ community fit into conversation with young kids? Don't worry, I have examples. One time my 5-year-old said something along the lines of, oh, when boys and girls love each other, they can get married. And I said, yeah, same with girls and girls and boys and boys. The only thing you need to get married is to love someone and to want to get married. One time one of my kids asked, how do you know if someone is a boy or a girl? I said, if you're not sure, you can ask politely. And then we had a conversation about gender identity. When our kids have talked about their futures and having families someday, we don't assume that they'll have a husband. We just say the person that you'll marry. I think this is incredibly important because as they get older and start to figure out who they are, I never want them to wonder whether it's okay or worry that we won't accept them. When I was like 12, I tried to come out to my mom and she told me bisexual people were selfish, so I jumped back in the closet and stayed there for over 10 years. My kids are gonna know that they are valid and loved no matter who they are or how they identify. If my kids aren't in the LGBTQ community, they're going to be allies, so these conversations will always be worth having. Love is love, and I'm teaching my kids that.
Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It's just a
see you, says the man behind the counter. To the woman who has come in, she is shaking her umbrella.
I am aware that I am an asshole. I really don't care about all of that, though.
I'm a lot like Joker. From the movie Joker. So, Mr. Guevara, what do you...
They said Doja hit so sticky, I said thank you very much. Bent the whole world over and says thank you very much.
In this moment, you've caught me at a bad time.
Okay, I have a question. If you were a Pokemon, what, like, noise would you make? Like, you know how Pikachu has, like, the Pika Pika, and it sounded so bad, but you get the idea. I think this would be mine.
My parents probably think I'm dying.
Misfit in trouble. Queen shit, rubble. Misfit in trouble. Misfit, get the fuck out of my bad bitch, queen shit, I crime. East Bay came in with the lights on. I said, one say python. East Bay came in with the lights on. What you know about rolling down in the deep? What you ain't know,
All this southern hospitality. Well, I woke up and somebody stole my fucking porch.
I gotta go check my porch. We have a porch bandit alert. Mine's gone too. Y'all check y'all's.
I can't believe you let your daughter misbehave like that in your house. Yeah, it's because she's in her home. She's comfortable. She can take off the mask that she's been wearing at school all day. She can finally let out all her hyperactivity and weirdness because at school she just gets ridiculed and bullied and feels an insane amount of guilt and pressure because she's aware of the fact that she can't keep up with her peers. So yeah, I let her play. Well, my kids have ADHD and I'm pretty sure they're the ones that are the bullies. Yeah, and that's why I let my kid misbehave at home so she doesn't at school. Your kids aren't comfortable in your house, so they have to let out the hyperactivity in school.
But I just can't date a dude. When we fell in love, you made my heart drop.
No mentally well person is out here faking mental illness. Like, it might not be the one that you're faking, but it's definitely something because no one's going through that for fun.
Yesterday, Lysithia took me casket shopping. She says I'm gonna need one soon. Lysithia, please do not embalm Hannah. She's still alive. Recently, she did show and tell, and she brought in a severed arm. Her birthday is coming up this month, and she's trying to decide on a party theme. Right now, it's between Original Sin and Jonestown. How old is she? Biologically, she's 5, but the demon that lives inside her is 3,000 years old. She's been feeling a little lonely recently because her imaginary friend, Mr. Spindles, just left for a mindfulness retreat in Maine. Hannah, word to the wise, don't show weakness. It'll make Lysithia view you as prey. Recently, she told me, Mommy, I want to play a game. And that's when she chained me to a radiator and told me that the key was inside my stomach. Here's a fun fact. Lysithia's body temperature is just below freezing. It's great when you need to cool down a drink. Lysithia told me recently, Mommy, I've seen your death. It happens at the US Open. Weirdly enough, we are going to see Naomi Osaka play next week. Lysithia, please do not twist your neck 180 degrees. It might get stuck like that. We've had to rearrange vacation plans because her imaginary friend, Mr. Spindles, lost the lake house in the divorce, and his kids. She's always been so mature. When she was born, she didn't cry, and she actually cut her own umbilical cord. Speaking of birth, Lysithia was supposed to be a triplet, but she ate the other two during delivery. She's always had a big appetite. Lysithia,
Please do not bury Hannah. She's still alive. There was this mailman that she did not get along with, and then he disappeared. We did find him eventually, though. He was in our basement, and for some reason, he was gagged and bound. And now he refuses to speak.
Whoa, you spilled water everywhere. Let's get this cleaned up, shall we? Let's get some paper. Oh, nope, no paper towels. But luckily there's a towel here already. I'll just wipe that up real quick and then go get a refill from the closet, which is also empty, so I guess we better put it on our shopping list, right? Except your phone's missing, so let's get your laptop and track it down. It's probably in the studio since you were making art last night, but nope, not there. And hey, ooh, that's the art you were working on. It's looking pretty good, but you could fix one little thing. Hey, that's your phone. It's upstairs somewhere. Let's go find it. I think it's over. Oh, there's your laptop. Let's see. I think it's over. Oh my God. It's under these paper towels. Get out of the way. That's my medication alarm. I forget every day, don't I? Well, luckily I keep them on top of the fridge where I like to get my water, so I'll just okay, I'll just take one of these many glasses and we'll fill it up. But what was I trying to remember to write down on my phone?
Make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Fuck Romeo and Juliet. I want what these bitches have.
Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths of the sheets and before all the stains and a few more of your least favorite things. Well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day because I hate the sun.
Our love story could be kinda gory, far from boring. We'd meet at a post apocalypse. Yeah, I'd be slowly walking in a group stalking you. You'd be the only.
Transphobes will proudly refer to a trans person as it, but the second I tell them that I actually like its pronouns, suddenly it's, but you're a person, not a thing. I'm only a person to you because now your insult doesn't work. Well, how am I even supposed to use that? I hate him, I hate it. He likes Monster, it likes Monster. That's his car, that's its car. It's not that fucking hard, you used to do it all the time.
Well, you struggle with linear thinking, black and white thinking, sensory overload, selective mutism, and you don't understand nonverbal cues, so I would say autism. Oh, but you looked me in the eye for 1/25th of a second, so no diagnosis for you. Damn it. Okay, so your child toe walks, spends hours spinning by themselves in a circle, is obsessed with one specific interest to the point where they don't talk about anything else and forget to eat, and they have trouble looking people in the eye. That sounds like autism to me. Okay, that's great. So, oh wait, no, sorry, I just saw that your child was actually a girl. Nope. Definitely can't be autism. Autism is allergic to uteri. Okay, so your child does seem to struggle with autism symptoms. So, can we get my kid that diagnosis then? Well, see, there's just so much discrimination for autism in the world these days. I'll give you an ADHD diagnosis instead. But you just said my kid is experiencing autism symptoms. Trust me, with the ableism in the world, no one wants to actually be autistic. I'm giving your child the better diagnosis. So when I was a kid, I wasn't very social. I used to just play next to the kids as opposed to playing with them. And now as an adult, I'm still having trouble understanding nonverbal social cues. And I have severe anxiety and damn near panic attacks when my brain interprets certain sensory stimuli. Okay, so yeah, that sounds like autism, but like, who cares? You know, you're an adult. It's not like treating your autism will make your life any different. But what about receiving accommodations that will make my life not so insanely hard? Oh, those are only for diagnosed people. You just said that it sounds like I have autism though. Can't you diagnose me if you already think I have it? Nah, you don't sound like you need it that much. What?
Sexy girl, come and lay with me.
guys, what are we doing today? Yes, ma'am, my son needs a haircut today. Fucking how? Every goddamn time. Fucking how?
Says you and several psychiatric professionals, but that's beside the point.
If you like smoking weed, let me hear you say hell yeah! Gotcha. Get these motherfuckers.
Welcome to the Salty's Butcher.
I should punch this bitch. I should punch this bitch.
Alright, it's fucking Youngblood and I'm releasing a new song. The 19th, that's next week. It's called Fleabag. Make sure you fucking listen to it. Wow!
You are not good enough for my daughter, and I don't want you around her. End of story.
So why don't you give me one more? The hot one of the bunch, I tend to stay erect. If you're thinking 3 inches, then you're thinking correct. I have the thickest